Gary Libator. Also ahead, there are more calls from both sides of the political aisle here in New York State for the state legislature to repeal bail reform. A look at what's happening right now. But first, 24 hours makes quite a difference when it comes to the weather. Temperatures are much cooler than they were this time yesterday. So how will the mercury tumble? Let's start with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning. And Eric, grab your coat this morning.
Yes, definitely. But on the cooler side, I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh wow, it's feeling a little cooler. It feels like fall outside. Those temperatures are in the 40s this morning, even in the 30s in the North Country as well. So a cooler start. You're going to be cooler again tonight. So I want to wear some jackets for it this morning as well as tomorrow morning as well. Let's take a look at the temperatures across the area this morning. 45 degrees at the Griffith Park in Rome, in the 30s in the North Country right now. And a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Mostly dry, just some lingering lake effect showers south of the Mohawk Valley this morning. I want to bring your attention to the North Country. Earlier on this morning, some flurries in higher elevations in some parts of the Adirondacks this morning. So definitely a very cool start. A early start for fall right now. Chilly temperatures this morning. Cooler day today with highs only reaching the mid 50s. We're also tracking some possible frost tonight. In fact, there are some frost advisories in effect for higher elevations heading into tonight. Before today, highs reaching only the mid 50s, a taste of fall. Have your full weekend forecast coming up on the warmer side coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. And don't forget the storm.
Good morning and welcome back to News Channel 2 at sunrise. Doing a quick 4-day forecast starting out with rainfall. Now for today, a few lingering sprinkles, especially in the southern valleys this morning, making way for dry conditions for today as well as Saturday. Rain chances come back again for Sunday and Monday as a low pressure moves directly over our area and weather does remain unsettled for the first part of next week. Along with the rain comes the wind, at least for Monday, but for today as well as tomorrow. But on the windy side, wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour. Widespread across the area. Lingering breezes, especially on Saturday, and then less breezy conditions on Sunday before we return to windy conditions again as we head into Monday itself. And take a look at our dew point trend. Humidity will be on the low side for today as well as tomorrow. Humidity returns on the low side once again for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We're not tracking any very humid conditions for the next 5 days. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. In Russia.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Friday morning. We are tracking cooler temperatures moving into an area for today. Highs only going to be reaching the low to mid 50s with decreasing clouds throughout the day and breezy conditions. Let's start out by taking a look at our Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. It's on the shaky side this morning. If you catch a wind gust, it's going to be on the breezy side once again with wind speeds reaching 10 to 15 miles per hour across the area for this afternoon as well. And taking a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Seeing mostly dry conditions, however, some lake effect showers being produced just south of the Mohawk Valley. It might be reaching just the southern tip of Otsego County this morning. Otherwise, the big story is cooler temperatures. I want to bring that jacket out for today. It's only going to be warming up into the low to mid 50s, starting out in the low 40s this morning. And on top of that, other than the lingering lake effect showers this morning, making way for plenty of sunshine by the afternoon between 3 and 4 o'clock, seeing partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, especially when those clouds move out of our area. Our weekend forecast, a bit on the warmer side relatively compared to today, with highs reaching the low to mid 60s both Saturday as well as Sunday. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies on Saturday, the nicer of the 2 days, but lingering showers move into our area on Sunday, and the weather continues to remain unsettled as we look ahead towards the start of next week. Radar and satellite composite shows a high pressure building into our area. This strong cold front is pushing Hurricane Fiona outside of our area for the next several days. However, our next rain chances look to be arriving from the west. A warm front as well as additional cold front will be pushing into our area, arriving heading into Monday and Tuesday of next week. So our skycast for today, warming up only once again into the mid 50s by the afternoon with breezy conditions and partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. On the chilly side tonight, frost advisories are in effect with low temperatures cooling down into the 30s. You can see some areas 33 inlet, 32 possible in Cooperstown. We do warm up on the warmer side tomorrow relatively with highs reaching the mid 60s with a few passing clouds, but clouds look to increase in the overnight hours and heading into Sunday morning with additional chances of rain showers arriving by the afternoon and evening as a low pressure moves directly over area by Sunday afternoon. So recap for today, high 52, decreasing clouds, a bit on the breezy side as well, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds tonight. On the chilly side, a low of 37, so definitely a taste of fall for the second day of fall. And tomorrow, a high of 64, pleasant conditions with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. And our 7-day forecast, the weather starts to unsettle again after Sunday. Temperatures reaching the low to mid 60s. Rain showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We dry out a little bit on Thursday with highs reaching the mid 50s. So definitely wear a jacket this morning on the cool side.
And you were mentioning a few flurries up north,
A
right?
few flurries, yes. There were a few flurries in the Adirondacks this morning. So
Wow.
the four-letter word, snow, it's
Yeah,
coming.
It's coming. Eric, thanks. The time now, 5:22. Coming up hour, I'm Gary Liberatore. Let's start with a check of your forecast. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in for Hannah this morning. And Eric, it is quite a bit chillier this morning than it was yesterday.
Yes, and then definitely want to bring a coat out this morning with temperatures. They feel like the low 40s due to that wind speed along with the cooler temperatures. So feeling, yes, definitely some cooler outside right now. In fact, we're going to be on the cooler side again tonight. So the cool temperatures are not going to be going away, at least in the near forecast. Start out by taking a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2. Doppler radar, a few lingering showers south of the Mohawk Valley. It could be creeping into some parts of Otsego County later on this morning. And just another recap of some flurries detected on our radar in the early morning hours in the peaks of the Adirondacks. So the four-letter word snow is here, at least in very high elevations. We're not expecting any snow in the near forecast for any other outlying areas. Weather headlines, chilly start this morning. Temperatures in some parts of the area feel like the mid-30s, 35 degrees. It feels like in Old Forge, 38 in Westmoreland. Cooler day today so far today. High temperatures reaching the mid-50s. And also frost is possible tonight. There's in fact a frost advisory in effect for Otsego County and northern Oneida as well as northern Herkimer County. This is between midnight and 8 a.m. tonight. For today, though, high of 52 degrees on the cooler side, a taste of fall. And I'll break down what to expect for the weekend coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. People living in Bermuda.
Good morning and welcome back. Here's how today's weather is shaping up. Starting out with temperatures on the cooler side today in the North Country, temperatures reaching only the upper 40s, 46 in inland Eagle Bay, 46 in Atwell, 50 degrees in Ohio, and 50 degrees in Gray. In the Mohawk Valley on the cooler side as well, temperatures reaching the mid-50s, 54 Utica, 53 Herkimer, 53 degrees Dolgeville, 54 degrees in Fairfield, also 53 degrees in Ilion. In the southern valleys on the cooler side as well, only reaching the upper 40s to low 50s for today. Breezy conditions, 48 degrees in Garrettsville, 49 degrees in Milford, and 46 degrees in New Berlin. And looking ahead towards the next 5 days for temperatures, you can see on the cooler side for today, 52 degrees for the high. We warm up a little bit on the warmer side for Saturday as well as Sunday, but temperatures slowly or gradually decrease as we head towards Monday and Tuesday of next week. And getting some last of the season yard work done. Today as well as tomorrow, the best bet. Rain showers return on Sunday. This Mocast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. New this morning,
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. We are tracking cooler temperatures arriving this afternoon with highs only reaching the low to mid 50s in the Mohawk Valley. Breezy conditions as well will make way in the afternoon. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery or a Caviar Tower camera. Seeing mostly clear skies or partly cloudy skies this morning. Some lingering clouds and a few showers. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Most of these showers are lake effect showers moving just south of Lake Ontario, moving out towards just south of Oneonta. This will be drying out as we head into the afternoon and still seeing mostly dry conditions as we head into today as well as tomorrow. The next chance of rainfall looks to arrive on Sunday. Around the clock today, on the cool side, might want to bring a jacket out for today. Highs only reaching the low 50s in the morning. Temperatures in the 40s, 30s in outlying areas for this morning and higher elevations. And along with that, we're seeing some clouds moving throughout our area by this morning. Decreasing clouds heading into the afternoon, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies as we look ahead towards this evening. A preview of this weekend, dry conditions on Saturday, highs reaching the mid-60s. Same for Sunday for temperatures, but increasing chances for afternoon showers by the afternoon on Sunday. Still, the better of the 2 days looks to be on Saturday for any outdoor activities. So a radar and satellite composite trailing this very strong cold front, very cool temperatures brought up by this high pressure, dragging some very cold Arctic air into our area for today as well as tonight. Low temperatures tonight cooling down on the cooler side. Still, that cold front is pushing away Hurricane Fiona and moving out towards Canada. That cold front is keeping us dry for any sort of hurricanes, at least for the near future. So on our Skycast for today, warming up once again only into the mid-50s on the cool side. You see temperatures rising up only into the 40s and higher elevations for today. The big story is tonight, cooling down into the 30s, low 30s in some parts of the area, and there is a frost advisory in effect for Otsego County and northern Oneida as well as northern Herkimer County between midnight and 8 a.m. tonight. This is the main reason why. Very low temperatures. If you have any outdoor plants, I want to bring them inside. Tomorrow, on the warmer side, warming up into the mid-60s with increasing clouds by the afternoon and increasing chances for rain showers in the morning hours on Sunday and more scattered showers in the forecast as looking ahead towards Sunday evening itself, the more wet of the next weekend days. For today, high of 52 degrees on the cool side with decreasing clouds. Expect some sunshine as we head into the evening, but on the breezy side as well. Wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, a low of 37 on the chilly side as well. And tomorrow, a little bit warmer, highs reaching the mid-60s. Our 7-day forecast, we're tracking some rain showers arriving on Sunday, and unsettled weather is in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Highs reaching the mid-50s to low 60s. But bringing it back for today as well as tonight, want to wear a jacket for this morning. It's definitely on the cool side.
Yeah, I know it was cool this morning when I went outside, but tomorrow maybe even worse.
Yes, and frost advisories once again are in effect for tomorrow between midnight and 8 a.m.
Let's hope we don't get it.
Yeah.
Eric, thanks. If you are just waking up, we have the day's topping us. I'm Gary Libitor. Also ahead, there are more calls from both sides of the political aisle for the state legislature to repeal bail reform. A look at what's happening right now. But first, 24 hours makes quite a difference when it comes to the weather. Temperatures much cooler this morning than they were yesterday morning. So how will the mercury tumble? How low will it go? Let's start with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning, and you actually said some flurries up north, right?
Yes, the four-letter word snow. It was in some higher elevations in the Adirondacks this morning. In fact, the temperature difference from yesterday, it was in the 60s this morning. Yesterday morning, it's now in the 40s, so a 20-degree difference this morning. A cooler start, and yes, you did say flurries. I'll show you that in just a second. There were some flurries on our radar in the North Country this morning. Starting out with temperatures across the area this morning, 45 in Yorkville, 42 degrees in New Hartford, Southern Valley. Skywatch is checking in, 41 degrees in West Lawrence and Emerson, 43 in Morris, and 42 degrees in Milford. Some lingering lake effect showers on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar. But as I zoom into the North Country, you can see some flurries detected on our radar in those higher peaks in the Adirondacks so far earlier on this morning. Now, luckily, we're not expecting any snowfall in our forecast, at least for the near future, in any parts of the area. As we look ahead towards the next several days, in fact, for this week ahead on the warmer side. But for today, chilly start this morning, cooler day ahead of us today with highs only reaching the mid-50s. And on top of that, frost is possible tonight. We do have some frost advisories in effect for Otsego, northern Oneida, as well as northern Herkimer County between midnight and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. For today, though, high 52 degrees. Track what to expect for your weekend ahead coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks, and don't forget the
Good morning and welcome back to News Channel 2 at Sunrise. Starting out with your 4-day forecast for rainfall. As we can see today, after a few lingering lake effect showers in the morning, today as well as tomorrow, on the dry side, scattered showers are in the forecast. As we look ahead towards Sunday and Monday, the highest chance of seeing some rain showers look to be in the evening hours on Sunday and more widespread showers heading into Monday itself. And our wind outlook over the next 4 days. But on the windy side today, wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour, and this is a widespread, not just the Mohawk Valley. The highest wind speeds looking to be later on this evening. And along with that, some breezy conditions on Saturday as well. A high pressure builds in less breezy conditions on Sunday, but the wind does return as another front pushes through as I head towards Monday. And on top of that, our dew point trend, the humidity is not going to be on the high side, at least for the near future. Very low dew points today as well as tomorrow, a taste of fall, and those dew points in the 50s feel like very low humidity heading into this weekend. Back over to you, Gary.
Sounds good, Eric. We'll check back in with you shortly. In Russia this morning,
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. A chilly start this Friday morning with temperatures in the 50s or in the 40s, warming up into the mid 50s by the afternoon. A very cool fall day ahead of us today. Let's take a look at our Cabby Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We're seeing mostly dry conditions across the area this morning. A few lingering lake effect sprinkles south of the Mohawk Valley. They are looking to be weakening so far this morning. As we take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, some characteristic lake effect showers, especially once again south of the Mohawk Valley, just in Chenango County. Most of us are seeing mostly dry conditions. This is mainly due to some clouds moving in south of Lake Ontario this morning. Around the clock today, warming up only into the mid 50s, starting out this morning in the 40s, even in the 30s in outlying areas so far this morning. And once again, only warming up into the low to mid 50s by the afternoon. After some lingering clouds in the morning, the clouds look to be gradually diminishing as we head into the afternoon with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Look ahead towards 3 to 6 p.m. so far this evening. And a preview of our weekend forecast on the warmer side relatively compared to today, with temperatures reaching the mid 60s, 64 on Saturday, 63 degrees on Sunday. The driest of the next 2 days looks to be on Saturday, partly sunny skies to partly cloudy skies, and a chance for some afternoon showers as we look ahead towards Sunday itself, the wetter of the 2 weekend days. Radar and satellite composite, a very strong cold front just pushed just east of our area. And what this is doing, this is pushing out Hurricane Fiona outside of our area. And because of this, a high pressure dome moves into our area for today as well as tomorrow, dragging in some very cold Canadian area into our area for today as well as tomorrow. And after that, a warm front arrives by tomorrow night into Monday or the Sunday as well as Monday, increasing chances for cloud cover as well as rainfall heading into Monday and Tuesday. So on our Skycast for today, warming up into the mid 50s, a cooler day today with partly cloudy skies to mostly sunny skies. Definitely on the breezy side as well, 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained wind speeds. Tonight, the big story, cooling down into the mid to low 30s in some parts of the area, and there's a chance for some frost. There is frost advisories in effect for Otsego, for northern Oneida and northern Herkimer counties between midnight and 8 a.m. for tomorrow morning. After that, warming up into the 60s by Saturday, increasing cloud cover heading into the evening hours itself, and then increasing chances for rain showers as look ahead towards Sunday morning at 5 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies, and then some additional rain showers, scattered showers arrive as look ahead towards Sunday evening. A recap of the weather for today: high 52 degrees, a cool fall day ahead of us today, decreasing clouds tonight, cooling down into the 30s, a chilly night tonight and tomorrow, a little bit warmer, high 64 degrees, pleasant conditions, still a bit breezy. And our 7-day forecast this weekend, mostly dry for Saturday, increasing rain showers for Sunday, and rain showers are in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. And just bringing it back for today, a very cool start for this morning, and highs once again only reaching the mid 50s. So a taste of fall for the second day of fall for today.
Yeah, definitely a taste of it tonight.
Yes, very chilly tonight.
And stay with us. We are back with more right after this. For joining us for this half hour, I'm Gary Libator. Let's start with a check of your forecast this half hour. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in for Hannah. And Eric, it is chilly out this morning. You better start out with wearing a jacket.
Yes, right. One of our jacket this morning, temperatures in the 40s, even in the 30s in outlying areas. And in fact, as we take a look at temperatures across the area, Skywatchers checking in at 44 degrees in Clinton as well as Verona Beach, 45 in Yorkville, 42 degrees down to in New Hartford. In the Southern Valleys, temperatures in the 40s as well, 41 degrees in West Lawrence and Evanston, 42 in Milford, and 43 degrees in Morris. A live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking some lingering lake effect showers south of the Mohawk Valley. However, you're looking on your screen right now, you're probably seeing some blue. That is, in fact, snow picked up on our radar. Now, this is higher up in the atmosphere, so not a lot of this is reaching the ground, but still, we are tracking some very light flurries in some parts of the North Country so far this morning. It will be gradually weakening as we look ahead towards today. More dry conditions will move in. Weather headlines: chilly start this morning, a cooler day ahead of us today with highs only reaching the mid 50s, and frost is possible tonight. It gets cooler again tonight. And in fact, there's a frost advisory in effect for Otsego County, northern Oneida County, as well as northern Herkimer County for tonight as well. But for today, I want to bring a jacket out. Temperatures in the 50s and the 40s in outlying areas. And I'll break down what to expect this weekend coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. People living in Bermuda
Good morning and welcome back. Plenty out today, along with temperatures on the cool side to start out this morning. Temperatures warming up only into the upper 40s to low 50s in the North Country, 46 Atwell, 50 degrees in Woodgate, 51 degrees in Boonville, 50 degrees in Gray, as well as Curtis and Stratford. In the Mohawk Valley, not that much warmer as well. 54 for the high in Utica, 51 in Frankfort, 54 in Little Falls, 53 in Dollarville, and 53 degrees in Newport. In the Southern Valleys, temperatures on the cool side as well. 48 Morris and Lawrence, as well as Cooperstown, 48 in Maryland, Milford, as well as 49 degrees in Hartwick, and 48 degrees checking in for Garrettsville so far for the high today. And along with that, the cooler temperatures short-lived relatively. We warm up again on Saturday and Sunday, highs reaching the mid-60s, but we cool down once again as the system moves through Monday and Tuesday, bringing some more chances for rain showers in our forecast as we look ahead. And taking a look at our rainfall outlook for the next couple of days, let me get some yard work done. I would recommend today as well as tomorrow, even though it's on the cooler side. Rain showers do return in on Sunday. The MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. New this morning, a university.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. We are tracking cooler temperatures today, a taste of fall for the second day of fall, with highs only reaching the mid-50s in the afternoon. And start out by taking a look at our Caveat Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica, actually overlooking Smith Hill right now. Seeing some low-lying clouds this morning. This is lake effect cloud cover. It will gradually diminish by the afternoon. However, there's not a lot of high-level clouds, so after these clouds move through, could expect some sunshine. A look ahead towards this evening. And a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2. Dop the radar. Other than a few lingering lake effect sprinkles south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, we're looking at mostly dry conditions, and the dry weather looks to persist as we look ahead towards tomorrow, today as well as tomorrow, and rain chances look to increase as we look ahead towards Sunday. Around the clock today, I'm going to wear a jacket on the cool side this morning. Temperatures starting out in the 40s, 44 degrees by 9 a.m., 52 and 53 for the highs between 4 and 5 p.m. by this afternoon. And once again, along with some cloud cover to start out this morning, the clouds gradually diminish by the afternoon. Expect partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies as we look ahead towards this evening. Weekend forecast preview. We're looking at temperatures a little bit on the warmer side relative to today. Highs reaching the low to mid 60s both Saturday as well as Sunday. The drier of the next weekend looks to be on Saturday, partly sunny skies. Afternoon showers are in the forecast for Sunday as a low pressure system moves over our area. Radar and satellite composite, what is influencing our weather for today? After a very strong cold front pushed through, this is actually pushing away Hurricane Fiona out towards Canada, avoiding most of the East Coast for the next several days. High pressure system built in from the north moves to the south in the next several days. This will cause more cooler temperatures cooling down into the 30s, possibly overnight. As we look ahead towards our skycast today, on the cooler side, temperatures warming up into the mid-50s by the afternoon. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies by the evening hours, and a bit on the breezy side as well. Wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour. This looks to be widespread, so definitely a very windy day out there for today. Tonight, on the cool side, this is the big story, cooling down into the 30s overnight with mostly clear skies. A chance for frost. There's frost advisories in effect for Otsego as well as Oneida and Herkimer counties in the northern parts between midnight and 8 a.m. for tomorrow. And looking ahead towards Saturday, increasing cloud cover heading into the evening, highs reaching the mid-60s, and chances for rain showers look to be on the rise with mostly cloudy skies by the morning hours on Sunday, and increasing chances for widespread to scattered rain showers heading into Sunday evening with temperatures warming up into the mid-60s. Recap of the weather for today, high 52 degrees, a cool day ahead of us today, decreasing clouds, windy as well. Tonight, a low of 37. On the chilly side as well, very chilly. Tomorrow, high 64, a little bit warmer with pleasant conditions, still a little bit windy as well. And our 7-day forecast, we return to rain showers Sunday, and rain looks to be in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. But the big story for the next several days is the cold temperatures cooling down into the 30s overnight tonight. A very chilly stretch of weather, at least for today as well as tomorrow.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shock getting up this morning.
I turned on my heat in my car.
Yeah,
I've done that a while.
Yeah, I did too. All right, Eric, we'll get another check of your forecast in just about 10 minutes. Looking ahead now, the preliminary round. Yes, I'm Gary Libertor. Makes quite a difference when it comes to the weather. Temperatures much cooler this morning than they were yesterday morning. So how low will we go? Let's start with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning. And Boy, it got chilly overnight.
Yeah, I turned on the heat in my car. I had to wear a jacket coming in. It was. I walked outside. It felt like it was 30 degrees out. I was like, wow, it feels like winter right now.
Yeah, shock to the system.
Yes, I was not used to the cold temperatures, but on the cool side this morning, temperatures starting out in the 40s, 44 in Verona Beach, as well as Clinton, 45 in Yorkville, 42 checking in New Hartford with our sky watchers. In the Southern Valleys, temperatures as well in the 40s, low 40s, 41 in Edmondson and West Lawrence, 42 in Milford, and 43 degrees in Morris. A live look at Yorkville Battery's Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few lingering light sprinkles south of the Mohawk Valley as lake effect showers move its way down to the south. We're still tracking some snow upper in the atmosphere. This is not reaching the ground, but still tracking some snow flurries higher up in the atmosphere. In fact, some were in the high peaks earlier on this morning. But our weather headlines, a chilly start this morning, warming up today only into the mid-50s. Definitely a fall day ahead of us today with a low humidity as well. Even frost is possible tonight. A chilly night ahead of us tonight with frost advisories in effect for Otsego, Northern Oneida, as well as northern Herkimer counties for tonight. Before today, high 52 degrees. We are tracking a little bit warmer temperatures heading into the weekend, as well as plenty of sunshine for Saturday. Those details coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks, and don't forget the Storm Tracker.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Friday morning. We are tracking cooler temperatures today, a taste of fall for the second day of fall, with highs only reaching the low to mid 50s with breezy conditions outside today. Start out by taking a look at our Caviar Tower camera overlooking Smith Hill. Some lingering overcast clouds over our area this morning. These clouds will gradually diminish by the afternoon. Expect plenty of sunshine as we head into the evening, as there is no higher level clouds in our forecast, at least for today. And a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, looking mostly dry across the area this morning. Just a few lingering lake effects showers just south of the Mohawk Valley. These were gradually just south of Madison County and just south to the east, or to the west of Otsego County this morning. And on top of that, we're looking ahead towards mostly dry conditions for today as well as tomorrow. Around the clock today for temperatures, this is the big story, only warming up into the low to mid 50s by the afternoon, starting out on the cool side, the low 40s to start out this morning. And along with that, weather grades, we're seeing some sunshine by the afternoon. Still, some lingering clouds by the morning will gradually diminish as we head towards the afternoon. Still breezy for this afternoon with wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour. A weekend forecast preview, a little bit warmer relative to today. Highs reaching the low to mid 60s with partly sunny skies by Saturday and some afternoon showers in the forecast by Sunday. The best day to do outdoor activities looks to be Saturday with more pleasant conditions and low humidity. Radar and satellite composite shows a strong cold front pushing Hurricane Fiona out towards Canada right now. We're not expecting the hurricane to influence our weather, at least for the next several days. High pressure dome builds in, bringing in some very cool weather from Canada. And this will be in the forecast for tonight as well as tomorrow, with very low temperatures reaching possibly even the 30s. So our skycast for today, once again, warming up only into the mid 50s by the afternoon, with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, still on the breezy side as well. And cooling down tonight, the big story, temperatures cooling down into the 30s overnight. There is frost advisories in effect for Otsego, northern Oneida, as well as northern Herkimer County between midnight tonight and 8 a.m. by tomorrow morning. Still a chilly night tonight. Warming up into the 60s by tomorrow. Increasing clouds heading into tomorrow evening. Temperatures warming up into the mid 60s. And increasing chances for rain showers heading to Sunday morning, with more scattered to widespread showers arriving by Sunday afternoon. So recap of the weather for today, high 52 degrees with decreasing clouds. Tonight, chilly, a low of 37 degrees. And tomorrow, winds do persist, a high of 64, a little bit warmer with pleasant conditions and low humidity. Our 7-day forecast, weather turns unsettled by Sunday, highs reaching the low to mid 60s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with lingering showers.
Hurricane Fiona is barreling north after pounding Bermuda with heavy rains and winds and knocking out power this morning. Meanwhile, many in Puerto Rico are still without power, plus clean drinking water is scarce in the Dominican Republic. Now Fiona is setting its sights on the eastern tip of Canada. NBC's Morgan Chesky joins us now from Bermuda with the very latest on this very powerful storm.
Yeah, Bermuda certainly feeling the wrath of Fiona right now, and it is hard to believe that This now Category 3 hurricane is more than 100 miles off of the coast of this small island, and yet we are getting pummeled by wind and rain. And unfortunately, that's led to widespread power outages. We know at least a third of the population of Bermuda currently without any electricity, like so many others in Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, as a result of this powerful storm. As it stands right now, we have witnessed multiple power poles down, storm surge being washed ashore in low-lying areas, and this storm is not over yet. We were told that the peak of Fiona's power would hit Bermuda around 5 a.m. local time. It has been hours since then, and we're still seeing this powerful wind whip across this area. The extent of the damage not known just yet, but we have been told that in Puerto Rico, where tens of thousands have no idea when power will come back on, 80% of that island's crops decimated by Fiona, and in the Dominican Republic, 700,000 people don't have clean drinking water. This is a storm that is not done yet as it churns its way north towards Canada, where it could bring historic rains and flooding. We'll send it back to you.
NBC's Morgan Chesky reporting from Bermuda. And stay with News Channel 2 and WKTV.com for the latest on this storm and another major storm brewing in the Caribbean that could impact Florida next week. Eric is in for Hannah today. And Eric, you're already keeping your eye on that second storm, which doesn't even have a name yet, right?
Yes, that's right. It's currently Tropical Depression 9. I want to break down our hurricane tracker because Hurricane Fiona is not going to be impacting our area. It's going to be heading towards Canada. If I zoom out a little bit so you can see exactly, there's a lot of colors. I want to break down exactly what we're seeing on this map right now. These reds and greens are indicating the path, of the most likely path of the storm. This very thin blue outline indicates the chance of where it would make landfall. Now, Fiona, Category 3 to Category 4 hurricane force winds moving out towards Canada right now. This is dodging all of the northeast right now, but we're keeping an eye on this storm right here. It is currently Tropical Depression 9. It is not currently a storm yet. That's why there's not a lot of warnings or any sort of situation right now impacting us for the time being. However, if this does develop into a tropical storm and eventually a hurricane, this could develop into a major hurricane status as it reaches landfall in Florida. This is the current National Hurricane Center forecast heading into today. Now, our hurricane forecast, as you can see, the Hurricane Fiona is moving out towards Canada, but this is one model's track. This is not a forecast, but this is a track of the storm that could be moving up towards the East Coast. This all depends on exactly the direction. If it continues to stay in the water and continue to see some strength, otherwise it can move inland and weaken. Now, back in our area at home, live look at our radar, things are looking dry. A few flurries in the North Country earlier on. Before today, a cooler day across the area. Temperatures warming up only into the low 50s. Have your full weekend forecast coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Now to that huge fight in Rome.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. We are tracking cooler temperatures this Friday, fall-like temperatures with highs only reaching the low 50s. Some areas still in the 30s. Start out by taking a look at our Caveat Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Lake effect clouds are the story for today. However, these are all low-level clouds. There is no clouds above these, so in between these cloudy conditions, we are seeing some sunshine. And expect that at least later on today as these clouds gradually diminish. In a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are dry across the area this noon, but I want to bring your attention to Old Forge. We had our first reports of snow. Some flurries went through some parts of Old Forge earlier on this morning between 9 and 10:30 this morning, and definitely a very cool start. Some areas in the North Country are still in the 30s to start out this noon. And it only gets colder for tomorrow night, or for tonight. There is a frost advisories in effect for Otsego County, for Northern Oneida County, as well as Northern Herkimer County. This is between midnight and 8 a.m. for tomorrow morning. Just a heads up if you have outdoor plants to bring them inside. And then other than that, the weekend is looking a little bit warmer compared to today. Highs reaching the low to mid 60s, 64 degrees for Saturday. Partly sunny skies, more sunshine than clouds. However, heading into Sunday, our rain chances increase after mostly cloudy skies make way for some more scattered to widespread showers heading into the evening hours. And once again, temperatures warming up only into the low 60s. Radar and satellite composite shows a high pressure dome moving into our area heading into today. This will be causing very cooler temperatures arriving into tonight, with lows reaching possibly the mid-30s in outlying areas. However, there's a warm front arriving from the west. This will increase our chances for rain showers, especially heading into early Sunday morning as well as Sunday afternoon, the highest chance for rain showers over the next several days. So on our Skycast for today, warming up into the mid-50s for the highs, a bit breezy as well, wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour, as well as some lake effect cloud cover decreasing throughout the day. The big story once again is tonight, cooling down into the 30s, a chilly night tonight. And after that, once again, frost advisories in effect. We warm up into the 60s by tomorrow, so a little bit warmer. However, clouds look to increase by the evening after a beautiful start to the morning, and seeing increasing chances for rain showers heading into Sunday morning as well as Sunday afternoon as a warm front pushes through our area, bringing temperatures on the more seasonable side into the mid-60s by the afternoon. And the rain chances do continue to increase as we look ahead towards Monday and Tuesday of next week. So for today, high 52 degrees, a cool start for today, decreasing clouds tonight, a low 37, definitely on the chilly side, a taste of fall. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, high 64 degrees, pleasant conditions. The wind still persisting, not as breezy as today in our 7-day forecast. Dry weather for the rest of today as well as tomorrow, but rain chances look to increase on Sunday, and the rain showers are in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, even some more clouds and rain on Wednesday for a dry out once again heading into Thursday. Gary?
Chilly night tonight, that's for sure. Eric, thanks. There are more weather in this half hour. Once again, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
We're tracking a cool second day for fall today, with highs only reaching the mid-50s in the Mohawk Valley. And starting out, taking a look at current conditions so far this noon, temperature 48 degrees at the Griffith Park in Rome, dew points in the 30s. So definitely feels like a beautiful fall day out there today. The only thing though, a bit breezy, wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour, a bit breezy out there too, so definitely feeling a little bit chilly. A sweatshirt to jacket day for today. Live look at your Battery Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Other than a few flurries and sprinkles in the morning hours earlier on, we're looking at mostly dry conditions, and the dry weather looks to remain for today as well as tomorrow. The weather returns unsettled as we look ahead towards Sunday. Weather headlines, cooler day today, frost possible tonight. There are frost advisories in effect, a little warmer once again tomorrow. And in fact, the frost advisories, Otsego County, Northern Oneida County, and Northern Herkimer County. This is in effect between midnight tonight and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. For today, though, high 52 degrees, a cool fall day ahead of us today with temperatures once again in the 50s. I'll break all down your weekend forecast coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. New York.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday. A chilly and breezy day across central New York today, with temperatures only reaching the mid-50s for highs. A lot of areas still in the 30s across some parts in outlying areas this morning. Here's a live look at our Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We're tracking lake effect clouds this morning. However, just above those clouds, plenty of sunshine. There is no mid or upper level clouds in the forecast, at least for today. So if you see a break in the clouds, expect to see some sunshine as we head towards a dry stretch of weather for today. Now, live look at the York Battery Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. We're once again tracking dry conditions, and it's looked to remain dry for today, tonight, even in the it's tomorrow afternoon as well. The rain chances look to increase as we look ahead towards Sunday itself. Now, breaking down what we saw here on the radar just a second, we actually did see some flurries move just through Old Forge earlier on this morning. So the first snowfall of the season has currently happened. Just some light flurries, no accumulation has been seen, but still some snowfall. A chilly start this morning. In fact, temperature started out in the 30s, 38 degrees currently right now in Big Moose. 48 degrees in Whitesboro, 50 degrees in Westmoreland. That would be the main story for today. In the 40s in the Southern Valleys, 48 in Cooperstown, 45 in Hamilton, 49 in Sherburne, 47 degrees in Norwich. We warm up a little bit more for the weekend. Temperatures warming up into the mid-60s to low 60s Saturday as well as Sunday. The driest of the next 2 days look to be on Saturday, partly cloudy to partly sunny skies, and increasing chances for rain showers heading into Sunday as a warm front moves through our area, and also tracking more scattered to widespread showers heading into Sunday evening itself. On a radar and satellite composite, a cold front pushed through, bringing some Arctic temperatures, also some snowfall as well. This high pressure dome that is causing our dry weather for today is moving down towards the south. So today as well as tomorrow, mostly dry. However, tonight is the main story. Very chilly temperatures. There are frost advisories in effect for tonight. as the temperatures cool down into the 30s. So for today, highs once again reaching the mid-50s for highs, breezy as well. Wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour sustained across the area. Tonight, cooling down into the 40s, even 30s some parts of the area, and then once again, frost advisories in effect for Otsego County, Northern Oneida County, as well as Northern Herkimer County between midnight and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Heading into tomorrow afternoon, we do warm up once again into the 60s, so the coldness is short-lived, still relatively warmer compared to today for tomorrow. And then heading into Saturday evening and Sunday morning, we're tracking increasing chances for rain showers as well as more scattered to widespread cloud cover as we head towards Sunday evening. More scattered to widespread showers are in the forecast. So for today, high 52 degrees, decreasing clouds throughout the day, mostly dry, breezy as well. Tonight, a low 37, very chilly out tonight. And tomorrow, a little bit warmer, high 64 degrees, pleasant conditions still on the breezy side. In our 7-day forecast, dry weather today as well as tomorrow. Rain chances increase on Sunday, as well as more rainy and cloudy conditions are in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Now to a scare.
2 weekend days for this event. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis prepares us.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like Sunday is going to be a little iffy, but Saturday should be pretty nice. Before we get there, though, we do have some frost to talk about tonight. Cold one out there, a chilly one this evening will turn into a cold night. Temperatures drop down into the 30s. Frost is expected in the outlying areas. So bottom line is, if you have plants that are sensitive to frost, you're going to want to bring them indoors tonight or cover them up. In the Mohawk Valley, it'll be a cold night. I think we'll stay away from frost for the most part. It was snowing today in Inlet. That is not photoshopped. Some flurries taking place. This is Eric and Inlet. Some of the higher elevations, some of the peaks of the Adirondacks actually saw accumulating snow. And it has to do with the upper level temperatures allowing for that to happen. So, yeah, getting some snow showers before the frost has even happened. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Current temperatures 52 degrees. It is cool. We'll drop down into the 40s this evening and down into the 30s tonight. Nice start to the weekend, but tracking some rain for Sunday. Look at that forecast coming out. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The oil market is feeling the...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A chilly day, but we were fortunate enough to see sunshine in the afternoon, and we are still seeing sunshine. Let's take a live look at our Cabby Tower cam. Just a few fair weather clouds. Some lake effect cloud cover is thickest west of Utica. This is a live look at our Cabby Tower cam. Clear skies tonight means it's going to be chilly enough for frost in outlying areas. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is going to be chilly if you're heading out to any of the high school football games this evening. You definitely want a jacket or a sweatshirt if you're going to be watching these games in the stands. It's clear, but it's chilly, a lot chillier than last week. Temperatures will be in the 40s for game time. Great weather for the players, but again, a little chilly to be in the stands. The weekend starts out nice. It's chilly Saturday morning, but we're back into the 60s in the afternoon with partly to mostly sunny skies. The second half of the weekend is different. We're expecting clouds to arrive Sunday with rain developing, especially in the afternoon and evening. Temperatures climb into the low 60s. Still a little early to get out and look at the leaves. They're not changing a lot yet. We are seeing some color, especially in the Adirondacks and some of the higher terrain, but we're not quite at midpoint yet. We will be soon, though, in the higher elevations. Hurricane Fiona continues to head out to sea. Our weather locally stays dry as we start the weekend. This storm, by the way, makes the landfall in Nova Scotia, Canada, as we head into tonight. Big deal for them, but locally, this storm is going to be far enough away where we won't even see any wind from it. Our local temperatures in the 50s, Dolgeville 53, Inlet 48, Big Moose 45, Whitesboro 51, across Southern Valleys, Cooperstown 51 degrees, Hamilton with 48. And it's going to be a chilly one tonight for the dog walk. Temperatures drop down into the 40s. Tonight's featured dog is Ragnar from Rome. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. Stern Tracker 2 Skycast. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 30s. Patchy frost first thing tomorrow morning. Some sunshine for Saturday afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s. Some clouds will return tomorrow night. That'll keep temperatures from falling as much. We'll be into the 40s. Clouds and rain develops. It looks like Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening looks wet. Again, temperatures in the low 60s. Tonight, patchy frost down to 37. Beautiful Saturday. Nice fall day. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather pattern looks quite unsettled with clouds and showers here as we head into early next week. Likely lasting into Wednesday. The ride for missing children. A little chilly that day. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Sunshine for Thursday and Friday.
All right. Thank you, Bill.
All right.
Hurricane Fiona continues to trigger Bermuda with heavy rains and winds and knocking out power there.
Morgan Chesky has the latest from a now sunny Bermuda Island.
Yeah, guys, it is incredible the difference just a few hours makes. We're here in St. George's, Bermuda. Blue sky sunshine, about the opposite of what we witnessed just a few hours ago when we had a side-swiping blow by Hurricane Fiona as it churned its way up through the Atlantic and really, I think, surprised some people here in Bermuda as to how powerful it could be, despite it being more than 100 miles off the coast of this island. We lost power at some point overnight due to incredibly powerful winds that also brought drenching rains. And when we made our way down to the waterfront early this morning, we saw multiple power poles knocked over, some light structural debris, but nothing significant. And that is what is bringing a big sigh of relief to a lot of people here on the island of Bermuda. They know exactly how powerful these storms can be. We do know that government officials are taking a tour of the island right now to do a damage assessment. We're waiting to hear back from them, but having walked through this community somewhat this morning, a lot of people very thankful that this hurricane stuck to its path and did not deviate closer to the island. Such a powerful storm, Category 4 at one point, downgraded to a Category 3 right as it glanced off of Bermuda. And as it stands right now, there were thousands without power, but we do know crews are working as quickly as possible to get the lights back on for everyone on this island nation. We'll send it back to you.
Coming up, cutting costs with winter heating bills. Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis is tracking.
Yeah, we're actually looking at the tropics tonight. We really haven't talked a lot about the tropics. We had Hurricane Fiona that showed up earlier this week, and that's heading out towards Canada. But we are watching another one, this one taking place in the tropics, heading towards the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it is not a developed system, so it doesn't have a name yet, but it is expected to grow and develop and eventually move into the Gulf of Mexico. The early projections with this do carry it towards Florida, and it is expected to grow quickly into a hurricane, perhaps a major hurricane, as we head into Wednesday. So we have several days to keep track with this, and we will continue to keep you posted on where that's headed and how strong that's going to be. And ultimately, if that would have any bearing on our weather, by that point, it would take another several days to know for sure. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. It is going to be chilly tonight. Temperatures will be in the 40s. You're going to want to grab a jacket if you're heading out to a high school football game. Taking a look at that weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Oh, winter is coming. There's no putting it off.
Just yesterday, we were telling you about help of
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. A chilly day across the region. The wind definitely making it feel colder. We're looking at winds coming to an end tonight, at least dying down, and that's going to allow temperatures to fall. It's going to be a pretty chilly night. Let's take a live look outside. Our Cab V tower cam is looking south towards some lake effect clouds in the distance. That is across the southern valleys this evening. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet. It snowed today in parts of central New York. This was across the North Country, the Adirondacks. This is Erican Inlet, one of our sky watchers. Just a couple of flurries in the air, no accumulation here. However, some of the higher peaks of the Adirondacks, for example, Whiteface Mountain, which is about over 4,000 feet high, had snow accumulation. And again, that air that moved in, certainly colder to the north, colder, even more so along some of those higher elevations. If you're looking to cut the lawn over the next couple of days, Saturday is your day to do that. It's going to be a nice fall day. Temperatures will be in the 60s. I encourage you to get it done sooner than later because we are back into an unsettled weather pattern beginning Sunday and lasting into early next week. Looks like multiple days of clouds and showers. Our MoCast is sponsored by Clinton Tractor. The winds, again, strong winds today. They do back off tomorrow, just a light breeze. Light winds on Sunday, and then Monday the wind is back before dying down again as we head into Tuesday. Our sky watchers, you can see it's in the 40s to the north. West Leiden 48, Old Forge 45, Inlet 43. Across Southern Valleys, we've got Ilion with 48, Paints Hollow 52, Worcester 51, and Harry and Otsego checking in with 50 degrees. High pressure in control of our weather for today and tomorrow. That's going to help deflect Hurricane Fiona, which is heading towards Nova Scotia, Canada. Again, that storm stays away from us. Our next chance of rain comes in from the west as we head into Sunday. Looking at our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, chilly night for high school football games. Temperatures will be in the 40s. We're down into the 30s tonight. Patchy frost expected in the outlying areas. So if you want to extend the growing season, if you want to keep your veggies growing, at least the ones that are sensitive to frost, either bring them inside or cover them up before you go to bed tonight. Saturday, again, looking like a nice day. Sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. Clouds start to arrive Saturday night. A few sprinkles are possible overnight, too. Won't be quite as chilly Saturday night. Some rain develops as we head into Sunday, especially in the afternoon and evening, and that sets the stage for an unsettled weather pattern that continues into early next week. Patchy frost tonight down to 37. Pleasant tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Clouds, showers here for Sunday, 63 for the high. It stays unsettled early next week. Cloud showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's chilly again, temperatures in the mid-50s for the middle of the week. Back to sunshine, though, by Thursday and Friday. We'll be right back.
Get involved. It really is a great event. Great weather for it, too.
Yeah, lucking out this year because Sunday is not going to be quite as nice as Saturday. Before we get there, though, we have some frost that we'll be tracking for tonight in outlying areas. North and south of the Mohawk Valley. You want to bring in sensitive plants sensitive to frost, or cover them up if you want to extend the growing season in your backyard. This is the one night we are expecting frost for the next 7. Believe it or not, this was the scene in Inlet. Looking closely at your screen, those are snow showers. That's not photoshopped. That was today. Second day of fall, already jumping into winter in the Adirondacks. And it wasn't just Inlet. There were many places in the Adirondacks that saw snow, even some accumulating snow. And if you dare take a look on my Facebook page, you'll see more of that. Enough of that, though. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. Current temperature is 51 degrees. Heading into tonight, it's going to be chilly. If you're heading out to a high school football game, you definitely want a jacket. Temperatures will be in the 40s this evening. We're tracking a nice start to the weekend. A look at the forecasts coming up. Kristen, back to you.
The oil market is feeling the brunt.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Temperatures are going to take a nosedive tonight. Many of us will start out tomorrow morning in the 30s, and there is expected to be some frost in outlying areas. Let's take a live look at our Cavby Tower Cam. We're looking south towards lake effect cloud cover in the distance. Skies will remain mostly clear across the majority of the area, and we will stay dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is looking nice and quiet. Heading out to high school football this evening, grab a jacket. Temperatures will be in the 40s, a lot colder than the past couple of weeks here. Clear skies expected throughout. Great weather for the players, so I'm sure they'll be enjoying it. Temperatures as we head into Saturday climb into the 60s. It looks to be a nice fall day on Saturday, partly sunny skies. Rain develops on Sunday, especially in the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the low 60s. Looking to catch colorful leaves? Well, the process is just beginning here in central New York. We're seeing some color in the higher elevations, especially north, but we still have some time yet, a couple more weeks before we get into peak color. Sky watchers in the 40s north, Old Forge 45, Inlet Eric 43. Jeff in Mohawk with 53 degrees, Skylar John 49. Across Southern Valleys, Richfield 48, Morris 48 degrees, and Helen Cassville checking in with 47. High pressure taking over our weather today as well as tomorrow. This will also help deflect Hurricane Fiona, which is expected to make landfall in Nova Scotia, Canada, as we head into tonight and early tomorrow. That storm continues to pass well to our east, and it doesn't influence our local weather. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast again tonight. Cold down into the 30s. Some patchy frost first thing tomorrow morning. We'll warm up into the 60s in the afternoon. Again, a very nice day with mostly sunny skies. Clouds start to develop tomorrow night ahead of the next weather system. This brings overnight lows into the 40s tomorrow night, so not quite as cool. The rain returns Sunday afternoon, I think right around the time football games kick off, like around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Some light rain develops, and that will be lingering not only into Sunday night, but as well as the next several days. Patchy frost tonight down to 37. A beautiful day tomorrow, pleasant temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather pattern changes early next week. Low pressure slowly arrives and it brings us scattered showers throughout the majority of the week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, cloudy skies, some scattered showers. Chilly for the middle of the week too. Temperatures in the 50s. Wednesday is the ride for missing children. Looking at a chilly one there. Temperatures in the 50s. Back to sunshine for Thursday and Friday. Back over to you.
Don't want to point out the obvious, but the weekend days have, held the sunshine.
Been pretty good. We're going to take that. Still forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis getting us set for the weekend.
Yes, and it starts out cold. We have a frost advisory in effect for outlying areas. We're expecting temperatures to drop down into the 30s tonight with clear skies and light winds. Beautiful start to the weekend. Saturday is looking very nice. But before we get there, though, again, it's going to be a cold night. Current temperature is 42 degrees, clear skies, calm winds. We're looking at dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperatures over the weekend climb back into the 60s. Today we were stuck in the 50s, but we'll be about 10 degrees warmer tomorrow as well as Sunday. Temperatures stay in the 60s Monday and Tuesday before cooling off again, looking ahead to the middle of next week. Tonight, mostly clear skies, again, some patchy frost, a low of 37. We're taking a look at some rain returning for the second half of the weekend. Look at that weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Right now, Canada is bracing for what could be the strongest storm ever to hit that country. Hurricane Fiona is expected to make landfall tomorrow, and it's strengthening on its path north. But here in the U.S., there's growing concern for Florida next week. Check out the tropical tracker here. A new tropical depression is brewing in the Caribbean, a system that'll likely strengthen into a hurricane bound for the U.S. Mike Valerio is following it all, new tonight.
It's a new look near the eye of a monster storm. A sail drone uncrewed data collection vehicle sending back video outside the eye of Fiona Thursday. The hurricane is likely to be the strongest ever to hit Canada.
We're definitely going to get hit hard. It's going to be quite a large storm.
Its winds could spread out for hundreds of miles.
The impact of having winds that strong for that long, it just creates more stress on everything, like the trees, like structures. So that's why we're particularly concerned about wind.
Forecasters say Fiona is likely to hit eastern Nova Scotia on Saturday after sideswiping Bermuda today, where the storm closed schools and offices. While in Puerto Rico, the mass power outage continues as much of Puerto Rico endures extreme heat. Temperatures felt as hot as 112 degrees Thursday afternoon.
We have to fight every single day. Right now we are cleaning, moving the mud. Thanks God that we have help.
But as Fiona moves north, eyes are back on the Caribbean. Tropical Depression 9 is now expected to strengthen into a major hurricane, potentially impacting Florida next week. If this forecast pans out, it would be the first major hurricane to make landfall in Florida since Michael in 2018. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
A disturbing story out of Rome.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A chilly night across central New York. We're already down into the low 40s in a lot of places, even upper 30s north of the Mohawk Valley. Frost is all but a sure thing in some spots as we head into tomorrow morning as we take a live look at our CAV Tower Cam. A reminder, it's not too late. If you have frost-sensitive plants that you want to make last for a couple more weeks, you're going to want to bring them indoors tonight or cover them up, especially if you live outside the Mohawk Valley. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. Nice start to the weekend. Saturday should be a beautiful day. Partly sunny skies. Temperatures in the mid-60s after a chilly start. I am tracking some rain for Sunday. That looks to arrive in the afternoon and evening. Temperatures climb into the low to mid-60s. The fall foliage report for this weekend, we are seeing some of those leaves change, but we're not quite to midpoint yet along the higher elevations, but we are seeing more leaf change in the Adirondacks. This map is going to rapidly change over the next couple of weeks as we approach peak fall color. If you're looking to cut the lawn over the next couple of days, I know we've had some rain this week. Tomorrow is going to be your best day to do that. We have rain in the forecast for Sunday and Monday, and I encourage you to do this tomorrow because the unsettled weather pattern lasts into the middle of next week. Our Remotecast is sponsored by Clinton Tractor. Radar and satellite, high pressure taking over, bringing us nice weather tomorrow. You can see Hurricane Fiona roaring into eastern Canada, making landfall in Nova Scotia tonight. This system will not affect our weather whatsoever. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, we are looking at clear skies tonight and chilly against some frost tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, sunshine, beautiful temperatures in the 60s. We'll time out that rain for you heading into Sunday, starting out with clouds at 7 a.m. The rain arrives in the early afternoon, right around kickoff for NFL football games. We're kind of around noon to 2 p.m. Some showers will be rolling through the area, and that rain becomes widespread and steady heading into Sunday evening, rather. Patchy frost tonight, down to 37. Nice day tomorrow. Enjoy it. High of 64. Just a light wind, less compared to today. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers as we head into Sunday afternoon. Steadier rain developing. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a generally cloudy, unsettled, and cool weather pattern. We're in the low 60s Monday and Tuesday, and then into the mid 50s on Wednesday. That's the ride for missing children. The dates changed this year. Used to be in June. Thursday and Friday, looking at some sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Jason.
Bill, good luck on that ride, by the way. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Nice day tomorrow on tap.
Yeah, we are tracking some nice weather to start the weekend. Before we get there, though, we've got some frost to get through tonight. This is mainly in outlying areas. A frost advisory in effect just outside the Mohawk Valley. Temperatures tonight are expected to drop into the mid-30s. Our current temperature, and this is out of Griffiths, 41 degrees, calm winds, clear skies. Again, a clear start to the weekend. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, always looking quiet across the region. We will be warmer tomorrow compared to today. We only made it into the 50s this afternoon, but tomorrow we'll climb into the mid-60s, so about 10 degrees warmer. Just as warm on Sunday, but unsettled. Temperatures start to cool down again as we head into the middle of next week. Tonight, down to 37, clear skies, some patchy frost. We're tracking a nice start to the weekend. Look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Right now, Canada is bracing for what could be the strongest storm to ever hit the country's eastern coast. Hurricane Fiona is expected to make landfall tomorrow, and it's strengthening on its path north. But here in the U.S., there's growing concern because for Florida, check out that tropical tracker, a new tropical depression brewing in the Caribbean, a system that will likely strengthen into a hurricane bound for the United States. Mike Valerio following it all new tonight.
It's a new look near the eye of a monster storm. A sail drone uncrewed data collection vehicle sending back video outside the eye of Fiona Thursday. The hurricane is likely to be the strongest ever to hit Canada.
We're definitely going to get hit hard. It's going to be a quite a large storm.
Its winds could spread out for hundreds of miles.
The impact of having winds that strong for that long, it just creates more stress on everything, like the trees, like structures. So that's why we're particularly concerned about wind.
Forecasters say Fiona is likely to hit eastern Nova Scotia on Saturday after sideswiping Bermuda today, where the storm closed schools and offices. While in Puerto Rico, the mass power outage continues as much of Puerto Rico endures extreme heat. Temperatures felt as hot as 112 degrees Thursday afternoon.
We have to fight every single day. You know, right now we are cleaning, moving the mud. Thanks God that we have help.
But as Fiona moves north, eyes are back on the Caribbean. Tropical Depression 9 is now expected to strengthen into a major hurricane, potentially impacting Florida next week. If this forecast pans out, it would be the first major hurricane to make landfall in Florida since Michael in 2018. I'm Mike Valerio, reporting.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A chilly night across central New York. Temperatures are down into the 40s and upper 30s. We'll see overnight lows cold enough for frost, especially in the outlying areas. Live look at the CAB tower cam, dry on the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Nice start to the weekend. Sunshine tomorrow. Despite the chilly start, we're going to warm up really fast. We'll be in the mid-60s by the afternoon. Some rain returns Sunday, especially in the afternoon. Leaves are starting to change across central New York. We're still several weeks away from peak color, but it is starting to emerge, especially in some of the higher elevations. Best day to cut the lawn, Saturday. We have some rain in the forecast Sunday and Monday. High pressure building in. That will keep us dry tomorrow. That will also keep Hurricane Fiona to our east. You can see this massive storm ready to make landfall in eastern Canada. Tonight, clear skies. Again, patchy frost will start out in the 30s, will end in the 60s. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Clouds thicken up tomorrow night, and some showers will be returning as we head into Sunday. The timing of the rain looks to be beginning around the early afternoon. And once it starts, it looks like it's going to last for most of the afternoon, evening, and into Sunday night. Patchy frost tonight, low 37. Tomorrow, beautiful day, less wind compared to the past couple of days. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, rain returning Sunday, especially in the afternoon. An unsettled weather pattern sets up for early next week with clouds, showers on Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 60s. Chilly Wednesday. Highs only in the mid-50s. We'll see sunshine and warmer weather by Thursday and Friday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. That's going to do it for us. Sports.